All right, good afternoon, everyone. I shall be talking to you properly in a second, just as I make sure that I am sharing my audio. Yes, I can hear myself. So excellent. So everyone, this is Inter's pre-season race for season 7. Just want to apologise to anyone that's listening for just a little bit of confusion with the check-in. We had a lot of demand, and the check-in was a little bit bugged in terms of the attendance. But we've got a full grid. And a couple of the regulars just a bit out of action on this Sunday. So thanks for everyone helping us getting in, and we're here with a full grid, as I said. So sorry if like I said, I think a few people are disappointed. Sorry, Sam. Like I said, I think we've got little bit of confusion in terms of the check-in, but if you want to join me in the comms box, Sam, more than welcome to. I can send you over an invite. Just let me know. But we will be, excellent. So I shall send you an invite. 1 second. Oh, this EA invite thing is just the best, isn't it? All right, there's an invite over to Sam. I haven't done the comms for a little while, so I might be a little bit rusty, guys. So just bear with me. Bring up all the details, all the track maps. Here's my partner in crime, Sam. How you doing, mate?
Right.
Sorry, man. Yeah, I was looking for a drive potentially as well, and I think we just had a huge demand and a few people that couldn't help with the lobby setup. So we just got it out there as we could. So yeah.
I know that's what happens when 15-year-olds run the lobby. They don't know how to read the check-in list.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the whole damn EA thing is a bit of a mess, isn't it? So yeah. So
Life is Ferrari TP.
That's it. So you're Red Bull this season, aren't you, mate?
Yep, I got the Red Bull, so looking forward to that.
Got a number of new drivers here, so I'm really keen to see how they perform. I know Ghost Rider raced yesterday. Seen GLX.
Ghost Rider's been consistent. It's been consistent in a few pre-seasons we've had. I think he had the shit end of a stick on Singapore, but he was very well at Belgium and a few other socials I've seen him racing, so he's good. And the messages have started, the DMs are coming in, so at least it's good to watch these boys out on track without being out there with them.
Yeah, my DMs are getting some action as well, so there's a few people out there that want to drive for the Scuderia, so that's pretty good. Another one I've kept my eye on is that I don't know how to pronounce his name. We've got to get him a good name, but K5M5. Yeah, so
yeah, I'd like to hear him in a party. He never joins. He wins. He's always on the podium, but he doesn't partake in any interviews. I always find that a bit
suspect.
Yeah. But he's fast. He's rapid.
He's good.
Obviously, it's going to be. I think there's a few T1 boys in the lobby from what I can see. Apollo, K5.
Apollo's another one as well, isn't there?
So, I think it'll be three people, and then there'll be a massive gap in between the rest of the grid, but it'll make for some interesting racing.
Yeah, there's some Tier 2 drivers from last season as well who seem to have picked up the game pretty well. As Letter P, I keep saying he's Tier 1, but don't know if he's Tier 1 or not, but he seems to be qualifying pretty well. I think, who else is in there? eBay, I think, has been pretty good. He's not in here tonight, but I said, there's a few that are...
eBay boy he was rapid. I think it was yesterday we did Singapore, or the day before, I can't remember. But,
yesterday, I think,
he was keeping up with the boys. I think him and Apollo had a good last 5 laps or so. They were battling each other, and even in Belgium and Singapore, so both proves, the Tier 1 boys obviously showing who they are, and I think everyone else is, you have a gap between your Tier 2 boys and your Tier 3 boys, but majority of the lobbies Tier 2, Tier 3, so we should see some great racing at Saudi.
Yeah. Yeah, and just keeping an eye on the sign-up forms. So we've got a lot of demand for Season 7, so we've definitely got more than three tiers worth of full-time drivers, so there are going to be some drivers that will miss out. And it's imperative that they come and join some of these pre-season races and show us what they've got.
So what are you looking for? Let's give some people insight. What are you looking for as a TP?
Look, I think for me...
Wins, but, what is it that you're really looking for?
Look, I think last season what really upset me with some of the drivers and tiers were they just gave up. All right, so people that sort of throw it in at the end or don't turn up, halfway through the season, they're not really, mathematically maybe in for it, and they give up. That's the worst for me. So I want people to turn up every week. I want them to, if they make a mistake or something happens, what can you do?
Sorry
Keep going.
to cut you off, but the RV Ghost Rider on the Alpine of King Dogger, I think they've had a little incident there one of them's on a hot lap, one of them's on a in lap, and they just get wheel to wheel and hit each other, which is just great to see.
Not good. Yeah, and that's the sort of thing where keeping it clean, right? And that's the other thing, keeping it clean. The LPs will rack up on you, and you get a qualifying ban. And so, for me, it's just keeping it clean, keeping it consistent. It's not about winning at all. Sometimes the fastest drivers aren't the best drivers. Let's put it that way.
Exactly. Well, there we go. I think whoever's listening in has a bit of an insight as to, what TPs are actually looking for. It's not always about your lap times or whatnot. There's a lot more that goes into it.
Yeah, what about you, Sam? I think you got interviewed by Danica. We both did. So any other thoughts you have for prospective drivers?
Look, one thing I really want to see is... Oh, sorry, one sec. Give me one sec.
No worries, mate. Yeah, no worries. So we got K5 M5 up there with a 128.3. Ghost Rider is he's got a collision as well, so not sure what Ghost Rider's doing at the moment. He's got a 5-second grid penalty. I think it was with Mitch. I'm not sure if Mitch might have been on a hot lap. Ghost Rider might have been on a hot lap as well, so I'm not sure what these drivers are doing. But this sort of pre-season, if this was in the actual full-time races, people will be getting penalties and more than that. So that's sort of not the driving we want to see. And I've got to get used to these yellow sections on the map here. It's coming up as orange for me, so let's see how we go. Who shall we sit on? He's out of fuel, Joseph 1. GLX is another fast one as well. I think he's just done his lap. He's flashing with fuel. So I don't think he's pushing. And low Jerobot. Jerobot, is he pushing? No, I think he's just finished. I think a lot of these drivers are just finished. I think we're rambling on at the moment. Okay, so I think let's sit on with Zandon play. Zandon is a new driver as well. I think I've seen him a few times out there on the track, and he's validated, so he's going to have to try that again. Who shall we sit on? We've got a couple of drivers out there on a hot lap. I think K5 might be the first one, so we might just sit on with him at the moment. It's got that McLaren behind him also on a hot lap. But for me, Tier 1 is going to be very exciting this season. I think previous seasons we had Prince, who frankly just sort of took it away. And then we had a really close one last season with KLX taking home the trophy. And I just don't know if KLX is going to be able to make it a double. Some of these drivers are awfully quick, and they're going to really bring it to him. So sitting on with K5 at the moment, goes through the first sector. He's got his hot lap enabled. With the DRS this season, it really really does make the game enjoyable. You can play around with the hot lap and overtake modes. Looks like he's potentially saving that ERS for the straights. Apollo Pepsi's set a 127.8, so that's half a tenth faster than K5. K5 is not improving on his time, is 1.13 down on his time. So let's see if he keeps pushing or if he backs out of this lap. Looks like he's still pushing. Not getting any car audio. Let me just pause it for a second and see. Oh yeah, you know, typical Cody's.
Sorry about that, Battle Cat.
It's all right.
Sending the little one home.
So Apollo Pepsi's just set a 127.8, but yeah.
Wow. Wow. And look, I think that's only going to get quicker as the track ramps up a bit, and
K5's just improved a little bit, but didn't have a great lap out there, so yep. Yeah, so maybe your comments on thing, yep, go for it, sorry.
You know when it's like lap, it's a 27 lap race. Lap 15 they have a spin, they hit the wall a bit, they retire.
Yep.
It does my head in.
Oh yeah.
There's still enough laps for something to go wrong, and it just takes one corner where somebody's going to lose it, have an accident, bring out a safety car. You're still in the race.
I've made up so many points, Sam, by last few lap safety cars, people going out hell for leather, and they just take each other out. And I've gained exactly. Many positions the last lap or last two laps. So it's not over until it's over.
It's not over till it's over. And look, at the end of the day, you get 1 point, or you get 1 point, or you get 10 points. The team's getting that point, and towards the end of the race, people's tires are fried. They're running out of fuel. Everyone's eager to gain a position. Yep. There's a high chance something's going to go wrong, and that's one thing I think.
Oh, lost you there, Sam.
Like all the boys finish the races no matter what, and those 1, 2, 3 little points that you still get for finishing the race, they
yeah, cutting in and out a little bit, Sam. There, so I don't know if it's me or you, but I got the gist of what you're saying. But 100% agree with you.
And I think that's my biggest pet peeve. Just finish the race.
Yeah, look, if you've got rear wing damage or floor damage, sometimes that's a little bit beyond the efforts, but yeah, look, if you've had a little bit of a spin and you're not going to get a podium, throw in the towel. That's sort of that's not what I'm looking for. That's for sure.
Look, I've been guilty of doing it, and I know how frustrating it is for a TP. But it's definitely something I've taken out of my game, and I'm hoping. A lot of people, especially I think the point system's up to P15 in
correct.
Inters.
Yep.
Yep. So, look, a point's a point, and you look in real life F1, they go crazy over that 1 point, because that 1 point does matter come the end of a season. So, if you're still alive, finish the bloody race.
Yeah, there can only be one winner, but a lot of the TPs, I think even in the comments there, most of them just want to finish in that top 5 and not be in the dreaded bottom 5. So again, those crucial few points do matter. All right,
we got Quiet Cake out on the mediums, so he's definitely saving. It looks like he'll go for a medium soft strategy in the race if he's keeping his softs intact.
Yeah, there's bound to be a safety car or 2 or 3 in Saudi, so you probably don't want to be starting on hards. Maybe start on some softs or meds and hope for a safety car and go for a faster strategy.
But yeah, one thing I've realised, and I know a lot of this game's been getting a lot of hate, it's actually coming together. The handling, I find, is a bit of 23, more 23 with a bit of 24 in it now. The graphics of the tracks look amazing, but what I've noticed, and I don't know if this is consistent through tracks, but in real life, Bahrain, you barely see anyone using the mediums because the track just doesn't sit well with the mediums. I've noticed in this game, for Bahrain at least, the mediums are the worst bloody tyre to use. I'm hoping it's kind of consistent, that each track has its own kind of preference in regards to tyre use, but I've just noticed that with a few tracks as we've been doing more 50%ers, and I just find that recommended strategy by the game is actually not the worst thing in the world anymore.
Yeah, I think for me, the thing that stands out is everyone originally said, put the engine braking up to 100%. And I find that if I do that, I just spin. I lose the rears, and I can't do that. The other thing is the tyre pressures.
Sweet spot.
Me too, right?
Sweet spot for both, and the game, it's changed the way the car handles completely.
Exactly right. So it now requires a little bit of learning. You can't warm up the tyres like you did before by stamping on the brakes. So I think for me, it requires a little bit more thinking. The ERS management throughout the lap is exciting.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I think there's a few good points definitely.
Let's see if K5 and Chilpill can out to Apollo here. They're both, all four of them on their out laps. Not a massive gap, but
I think.
Chilpill's
the first one.
Start.
Yep, so we might sit on with him. He's warming up his tyres. Like I said, no more riding the brake and heating up the tyres. So that's the other thing. I think, you'll see people definitely putting the pressures down instead of up for heat.
Lap at least.
Exactly. Oh, he's validated. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, it said invalidated, but I think he's good as he crossed the line there, so that's all good. Yep.
And look, just I think overall it's going to make for a great season because wheel to wheel in this game feels so much more confident than last game. You can't get spun just by somebody rubbing your wheels, which is such a relief compared to last year's game. Somebody touches your wheel, your race is over.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
I find you have a bit more control over it, just like we see in everyday F1. So. Look, it's going to be an interesting season, especially with all these new boys.
Just give me 1 second, Sam. I'll just pause myself for 1 second, and I'll get you to say something because I'm not sure if people can hear you on the Twitch. So 1 second.
Yep. Can you hear me, Gatorade?
Yeah, I can hear. It's all good, mate. So, yep. Okay. He was joking. Fair enough. All good.
Oh, you prick.
Yep, no worries.
Is he a TP? No, he's not a TP.
No, he's not a TP. He's not getting picked, that's for sure.
Oh.
Done.
No, he's just... No, you better find another bloody car to drive, mate.
You're messing with the wrong people.
Who's Lemon Haze? I've always wondered, because that Twitch name doesn't resonate onto Discord. Who is Lemon Haze?
Lemon Haze. Sorry, which car?
Gatorade. No, the guy in the comments.
Oh.
Who is he on Discord?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, Chilpill.
Yusuf's been. Sorry.
Sorry, Chilpill hit the wall on the exit there. I'm not sure if he improved, but he did a 128.1. Yeah. Apollo's improved 127.7. K5 seems to have retired, so that might be the top four. KLX is retired. Cali, I think Milo is on a lap. He's running out of ERS.
Well, the ERS is really changed everyone's quality laps as well. People going hot lap, people going medium, and knowing when to press the overtake, when not to. So strategy's really changed this year's game as well.
I'm enjoying that. So I'm enjoying that a lot.
The last couple of races, I've started towards the back, and throughout the race, just choosing the right strategy, and I'm finishing up within top 5, top 6, and it's all about strategy. The undercut isn't as powerful in this year's game, I find.
Yep.
At certain tracks. It just matters how you can nurture your tyres, really.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's the grid. So Apollo Pepsi with a 127.7, Is he still on the lap? No, he's not. He's done. Chilpill in P2. Chilpill comes back for another go this season. K5 and WRC, I think, is a new guy as well, and KLX. So out of those top 5, I think only one of them, I think, has come back from season 6. So it's nice to see some new lads and some fast lads as well. That's for sure.
No, definitely. Low 128s, high 127s, and they're still getting used to the game, still getting used to the track.
Yeah.
So definitely going to see some better times once the season starts. But I'm loving the rest of the grid. It is so bloody tight. There's barely 5 tenths between 7 to 8 positions. Look, it's just going to make it more interesting, especially, knowing fast boys are all together, medium pace boys are all together. So should be fun.
Yeah, it makes it really difficult as a TP as well. I'm doing my heading. Don't really know. There's so many drivers to choose from, so it's going to be tricky.
I'm so looking forward to the list getting revealed, because in your head you're like, he's going to be tier 1, but you know what? If he's tier 2, I'm definitely picking him. You just don't know.
I can tell you now, Sam. There's already some discussions in the admin as well around who's who and where they should be. So I think that's going to go down to the last day. To tell you the truth, it's going to be pretty fun.
No, definitely, it's going to be a very fun draft. So you're putting all your balls in tier 1 Battle Cat?
Look, there's a lot of good drivers in tier 1, so
maybe I might inside info. So
but I'm saying that like even with this result, right? You've got the top 5 there that are pretty. You'd probably be tier 1, right? So I think it's no longer just KLX and Yusuf. You've got a few other drivers here that can really take it to the front.
Right. It was really KLX, Yusuf, and Prince. Back then that you wanted to get them in your top 3, but
exactly.
It seems like this year it doesn't matter whether you're pick 10 or pick 1. You're going to have a fast driver.
It's exactly. So I might save my balls for tier 2. I think tier 2 is going to be the one where it's
tier 2, I think, will be the factor, whether you win the chip or not, really. So it should be. It's actually going to be a great season. Oh, Chilpill's left the session.
Let me see if I can invite him. We've got a...
It's a formation lap, I believe.
Yeah, we've got formation laps, so let me see if I can do something here.
One thing I've noticed, and I think everyone's noticed, especially with Yusuf Goat getting P1 in the last couple of qualies, he has been taking his formation lap like a bloody hot lap.
Yep.
So if that's information to anyone to that's the way to heat up your tyres for the get-go, then I would do what he does, because look, if he's doing it, then it's working.
Yeah, because there's no longer riding the brake anymore, so the only other way is to really just go out there. And you see drivers weaving, like no one would have weaved last time because it used up the tyres. So, but this is the only way to warm them up.
And I read somewhere that if you go for wide weaves, and heat up the outside of the tyre, the inside of the tyre will come together. But then you do it too fast, you're going to find yourself in the wall. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I still haven't got the hang of it. So
no, I start my races 70 degrees, like it's just become natural. To me, it's like that's it. It is what it is.
Yeah. And safety car restarts as well is another one, Sam. Especially with drivers really going slow, those tyres are going to be frozen.
But we got a nice tyre mix here on the grid. First 2 starting with Meds, K5 starting on the hards, so he's going for a nice long run. And starting on the softs, so he's going to be rapid off the start, especially with the other 2 boys on Meds and 1 on the hard. We've got 2 mediums behind him with GLX and Cali. Letter P starting on the softs. Milo and Mertz on the hards. Jennifer has disqualified himself on the mediums. Then Fat Eagle back at P17 starting on the hards with Cake and Argo looking to make up some spots on those softs from the back of the grid.
Yeah, personally, I don't know. I don't think I'd be starting on hards in Saudi. As I said before, I think there's bound to be some safety cars. Maybe if you hit the back of the grid, I could jump a few positions, but I'd want to be on the fastest tyres I can.
Yeah. But what I'm liking, most tracks are seemingly becoming a 2-stopper, which is just going to make it more fun as well.
Yeah.
Especially if the tyres are burning up, more chaos, more, closer racing, why not? The worst is when you got someone leading the pack by 20 seconds, and then it's just like, okay, you're just racing against yourself the whole way. What's that?
Yeah.
KLX is washed. We agree, Gatorade. The KLX is absolutely washed.
Yeah, he's currently enjoying a holiday at the moment, so he's not partaking in any of these races. But I'd love to see him on one of them compared with these guys and see where he finishes. Because, like I said, pick one may not be his. Okay, so let's start off here. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're off. Not a great angle here from the game. Oh, we've got an Alpine. Oh, someone's just...
So that's JTE Kelly.
Yep, he's having to let everyone through. Oh, yep, he's let everyone through. And Chilpill's retired. What happened there? Oh, there's a few argy-bargies here. Yeah, not necessarily the cleanest lap one, that's for sure.
And unfortunately for that camera view, we missed it all.
Yeah, I think Kelly definitely got... I think maybe either ran wide or missed his braking point or maybe been pushed off, and then Chilpill also retired, so I'm not sure what happened, but we'll expect to see a few drivers come into the pits.
Yeah, it's a shame for the start of the race, but look, the race is still... Mate,
just sit on with...
what happened, feel free to jump in.
Yeah, just let me know, I can send you an invite. So Merch just made a nice pass there on Milo.
That McLaren does look good in this game, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I do like it, actually. The black and the orange or papaya, it really looks nice. I actually really like the RB as well.
The RB does look beautiful. And you know what? It takes some strategies work.
I think it was Ghost Rider who just might have just had a little bit of a snap there.
And Quiet Cake's done well as well. Started P19 or P18. He's up P13 now, so those softs are working well for him. But Junkyard Dog in the RB in the Red Bull is right on. Oh, we've got a little bit of a spin and another accident. Looks like the RB of Ghost Rider has had an accident. And Cully has DNF'd.
Yeah, I think he may have had a bit too much damage there and he's retired in the pits, yeah. So just looking at the movements, Mitch has moved up 11 positions. Probably advantage there from some of the incidents. And King Dodger, P4, has moved up 9 positions.
And Chilpill, I've just sent you that invite. So you should be able to get back in the game. I don't know what's going on with your car.
Chilpill's retired, so... yeah, he's retired in the...
just had another accident. Milo and and Fat Eagle. And we've got a yellow flag sector. I don't know what's going on with this game. Safety car's on, but okay.
I shall check. I didn't set up the lobby, but I shall check.
I'm checking right now. Yes, they are. They're on standard. I'm surprised they haven't... I'm surprised one hasn't come out yet, but... Well, let's hope they fix that. Looks like standard's the way to go this season.
Yeah, I think I had it on reduced yesterday, and I believe we got a safety car, so, yeah.
With that K5 on the hards, he is right on the back of Ant. Apollo has just decided I'm just going to go 4 seconds ahead of everyone on the medium. He is just absolutely rapid.
I am sharing the telemetry. Don't know if we'll do that during the actual race, but this gives you a little bit of an insight of the drivers and how they're going. K5 is on 100% ERS. It's not burning any of it. So that just shows you his pace, whereas Ant is on 65.
A little DRS train happening behind the letter P, King Dogger, GLX, Jerobot, Mertz, and Mitch, and Jennifer, who are all within that, so P5 to P10 is literally all within 1 second.
Yeah, and it's good old Saudi. You've got to really be careful. Someone spins in front of you and just get picked up. So I think there's some movement happening around the back here. Argo's just done a nice little... Quiet Cake's just done a spin on track, so... but yeah, I just wanted to see up the front here with K5. he's not overtaking. He had the ERS. I would have thought he would get the move done. Maybe he'll get it done down the straight here.
And with the new change now, with he's burning. He's going for the move now. But I think with the change at Saudi, the DRS line being put now after the turn,
yes,
it'll save a lot of that stupidity playing chicken.
For sure.
So a lot of moves I think will be made after that turn, prior to that long straight.
Yeah, good point. Yep. Yeah, you don't really want to.
You don't want to give up that second straight.
Exactly. GLX has just made a move on letter P. So nice little battle there. We might sit on that one. So from King Dodger down to Jeneth, there's a DRS train at the moment.
Surprisingly, it doesn't look like the softs are really the tyre to be on at the start of the race. It's like they haven't kicked in.
Yeah, it could also be the whole ERS strategy as well. You can burn and regain your ERS in a lap or two. So there's a lot more defending happening with the different tyre strategy.
But look, we've got to wraps up. We've got to give a raps to King Dodger. He's up 8 spots. Mitch is up 11 spots. Lap 4. Got to give these boys credit. And the letter P making a move on Dodger as we speak, coming down that back straight.
Apollo Pepsi just keeps
unbelievable.
Keeps stretching out his lead there on the mediums, so he's going to be one to watch for the draft, that's for sure.
I think Apollo and Yusuf are going to go pick 1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I think KLX has been away, right? So I don't know if he's even touched a new game. But these guys have definitely got a head start on him. Yeah, they've got a head start, and Yusuf's been pretty rapid as well. So,
and I think Yusuf will look great in the Red Bull. He's got the pace of Max Verstappen, so we might as well, put him in that seat.
Yeah. Like I said, I think anyone that gets the top 5 pick for Tier 1 will be happy.
Yeah. Look, one thing I'm looking forward to Tier 1 this year, it's not going to be the same person week in, week out on the podium.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be, every week is going to be different, and that's the beauty of it. And I've never seen K5 drop this much time to Apollo in any of the pre-season races we've had, so Apollo is cooking on this track.
Yeah, different tyre strategies, so we might see what actually happens later on. But yeah, you're right, 6 seconds off, 4.6 seconds in 5 laps, almost a second a lap. It's pretty rapid. Eletta P's just made the move again. Let's see if KLX gets that DRS and overtakes him down the straight.
Well, the funny thing, all that battling has actually made it now from P4 through to P7, so now they've all got a chance, so it's actually helped out Jennifer and Jerobot, who've come up 2 spots as well.
Yeah, so we were just talking about that move there. So, Letter P made the move, and then KLX got it done again. So, I think a little bit of strategy comes into play where you don't want to be in front on that last corner. No,
personally, I'd, ERS on none, use that DRS, and then just go full send into turn 1.
That's
and
it.
Try to break away in sector 1 and sector 2.
That's it. All right, yeah, so K5's closed that gap off. It's down to 2.5 seconds, so not sure if Apollo had an issue or if K5's started burning, but it's catching.
He's actually been impressive as well in these pre-season races, in various socials, not just at Inters. Jerobot. He has put in a lot of time into the game. He has been consistent.
Yep. Yeah, he's one to watch as well. I think Jerobot's been quick. I think Devastator's been quick. Letter P has also started to improve from his shocking start from last season. So I think there's some. That's what happens with these new games. As much as we hate, these games and we complain about them, it just really mixes things up a bit as well. It's not the same old thing every week.
It's got to change. Otherwise, if it doesn't change, we're all going to complain. If it doesn't change, and then we still complain when it does change. So, look, overall, the game's good. We're running into next season. Everyone's on it. Everyone's bought it. let's stop the complaining, start enjoying it, start racing, and you know, look, it is what it is. We can't change it, so might as well. And Mert's making a move on Mitch, so he's working his way back up, but expecting a lot more from Mertz throughout this race. He's been rapid recently.
Yeah, Mertz he's rapid. He's had a few unlucky incidents. I think the game hasn't been nice to him either. Ooh, I'm not sure if he just touched the wall there, but he's got the pace. Just needs the concentration, I think, and he can definitely do well.
And there we go. Let's see what he does here. So Mitch going for the move.
Yeah, it may not be a bad thing. I think he'll pick up the DRS now. See if he takes the move or if he leaves it for the next one.
What have you noticed the DRS lines changed for a few of the tracks? Miami, it's gone a lot further. Some of the tracks have actually changed, which I think some of the boys need to really pay attention to. It's going to make big changes.
Yeah, I haven't played it too much, Sam, but I think they've changed it in line with the real life, which they often change anyway, so which is good. Yeah.
So let's see, we've got Mertz, he's made the move.
And
Mitch
he's had a bit of a
he's had a little squibble. He's had a tank slapper there, but you know what? He held it together. And here comes Mitch on the outside.
It's just burning. No, he's used.
And he goes on the inside.
I think that was a bit too aggressive there. I'd have to watch that back to see if Mitch was side by side, but I think he probably deserved a little bit of space there.
Yeah, that's look, and I think that's one thing. The stewards will, I'm hoping, clamp down on this season. I think people think just because they're ahead, they're entitled to that corner exactly the way it should be taken. But look, if that front wheel is on your rear axle, you have to give that space.
Yeah, and I think it goes both ways, right? So if the guy pushes in or hits you, then you report him and you might get it back. But I think it's not worth stuffing up someone else's race or your race. So, yeah, we have a new head steward this season. So that's Millsy.
Has that been announced yet?
Yeah, Millsy. Millsy's going to be our head steward. So he's building up his team. If you're interested in joining the stewards team, reach out to Millsy and put your hand up. A lot of people have got. Yeah, a lot of people have got comments to say when the stewards might get it wrong, but no one seems to want to jump in the stewards box. So put your money where your mouth is.
Have all the answers. Jump in and help out. Like, congratulations, Millsy. Look, I've done stewarding with Millsy before. He has a lot of F1 knowledge, and if he can sort of replicate, how they look at it in real life, and sort of implement that in the game, in a way the stewarding is done, I think it will make for cleaner driving overall, because look, if they're going to give space in real life, who are we not to? And I really hope he brings that knowledge into the upcoming season. But congratulations, Millsy.
Yeah, and I don't think he's driving if I'm correct. So there's no bias, there's no team alignment or anything like that. So looking forward to what Millsy does.
Well, the good news is Letter P, King Dodyard and Jereba are still within that DRS train. Looks like most of the rest of the grid's just sort of broken up into their own little race, but K5's hards are definitely coming into play now, because he's only 1 second away from Apollo.
Yeah, and they're both burning, so Apollo, and they're both around the same amount where their ERS. I think K5 could probably extend it a little bit as well, so K5's looking really good at the moment, and like I said, Apollo's got a penalty as well. 3-second penalty. Looks like Apollo is coming in. So I imagine he's going to put on some hards.
Lost a lot of time. Yeah. Look, I can't see the hards doing. Look, they can do 15 laps, but if he's battling, I can see this being a two-stopper. And I think a lot of boys would have been expecting a safety car by now. Yeah. But look, Letter P got his hards out to 9 laps.
Softs. Softs.
On the soft, sorry. He got his softs to 9 laps as well, just like the mediums, and he's made up a few positions, so...
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy, actually. Soft to hard, so well done. Just going to sit on with. Actually, K5 might go a few more laps before he pits, so we'll see how we go. I think it was a 1.3 second gap between them, so we'll see what happens when they both come out and pit. Just on
we've
with.
got Jennifer right up the arse of Mertz, and we've got Jerabot right up the arse of King Dogger here, so this will be interesting. Jennifer has really changed.
Jennifer, he's really put the time in and he's improved. So, I think I can't remember which. I don't know if it was F1 or DRS, but he had a really good result as well. So he's definitely improved.
Definitely. Let's see if save his ERS to get him on the home straight, or are you going to go for that back straight? And look, I think too many people have seen it, and we've all witnessed it. It's just not worth it anymore to take over on that back straight unless you are able. K5 retired.
What happened?
Safety car. K5
there's a big crash. I don't know what happened there. Just on the pit straight. Did he? What happened? Did he? He lost it on the straight.
Yeah, it looks like he's lost it on the straight.
That's really interesting. And Ghost Rider's
penalty for Ghost Rider. I'm hoping his wheel didn't disconnect because I just don't see him losing it on the straight.
I was going to invite him to the party, but he won't join, so that's fine. Might just hit him up in the chat later on and see what happened, because it's a really unusual place to crash.
Yeah. And this has worked out perfectly for Apollo. Back in P1, only got one lap hards. Not going to make a difference. And
Letter P,
that was his biggest competitor.
Letter P, P2. He just pitted as well, so
that's worked out in his favour as well. Exactly. But look, it's going to be fun now because the grid was breaking up. There was only 2 people within DRS, so hopefully we'll get some more wheel-to-wheel racing for the remainder. But it'll be interesting to see if anyone tries to run the mediums to the end, which looks like Quiet Cake and Milos are trying to do.
Just going to see if I can hit up K5 on the chat. Just curious what happened there.
And credit to Jerrybot. Like, he's sitting in P5. I want to see where Jerrybot started. He's an absolute gentleman. Puts his time in multiple leagues. He's always commentating, he's always driving, he's always trying to get better. And he's just a great lad. And he's jumped up 6 positions from the start of the race. So congratulations to you, mate. Keep it up, and hopefully we'll get you on that podium.
So just looking at the chat, so not even K5 knows what happened. He's like saying, "What the hell happened?" And then Fat Eagle said, "Just ruined your race. Didn't realise you was behind me. I didn't get any blue flags." So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was a good old Cody's glitch. Not sure what happened, but looks like K5 hit Fat Eagle, and maybe Fat Eagle just spawned out onto the straight. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happened, but it doesn't look like anything untoward happened. Might have just been a bug. But unlucky there, K5. You can hear us. You were definitely rapid. I think you were looking strong there for a podium at least.
It would have been fun. Apollo on the hards, K5 on warm mediums towards the end of the race. It would have been the last lap spectacle. But I guess we're going to have to wait for the next pre-season to see that.
All right. So Letter P's up 5, Jerabot's up 6, King Dodger's up 7, Mitch is up 10, Argo's up 7. So it's going to be interesting. Let's have a look at the tyre strategies. So tyres, most people are on hards. Mertz, they're on 1 lap old mediums, so you probably should be able to take them to the end. So he'll be one to watch. And then penalties, you've got Apollo and Ant on 3 seconds. What is Junkyard asking for? Sorry. I think Junkyard might have been kicked out, so invite sent to you, mate.
But if we look at the start of the race, I know we've got less fuel in the car now, but Apollo's mediums were going around lap 9, lap 10. He said it was enough,
Yep.
and he went on to the hards.
Yep.
We've still got 10, 11, 12,
13 laps.
laps to go.
Yep.
I have a feeling Mertz, Ghost Rider, I have a feeling all the boys on the mediums are going to lose positions.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I don't think they're going to take it. They'll run to the end, but they're not going to be fast. So
they'll run to the end,
yep.
but I think towards the last couple of laps, they're really going to drop
Yep.
off.
Going to be wishing for another
Especially
safety car.
These boys all have fresh, hard tyres on, and the hards will definitely run the rest of the race.
Yep.
Because KY was KM, K5, whatever his name is. He was picking up speed. Like he changed a 5-second gap to a 1-second gap when those hards started kicking in. So
yeah, safety car's going to go around again, so that is good news for Mertz. But yeah, maybe they'll be hoping for a late safety car, throw on a set of softs and a few laps to the end. All right, who else have we got? So we've got 4 DNFs. Not too bad for Saudi, to tell you the truth. It's
Not bad,
notorious
right?
for notorious for DNFs. So it's K5, Fat Eagle, Cali, and Chill Pill.
And look, I think one good thing as well with all these pre-season races, besides the drivers, I think for leagues in general, they get to see the changes that are made with red flags and safety cars and AI levels and immersive and formation laps. So, hopefully it gives the boys as well a chance to figure out how they're going to run their lobbies. So, pre-season's for everyone. So, more races you guys can attend, the better.
I don't know what happened here with the safety cars that got immersive.
He's got it on broadcast.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes, that might be just a little setting there. But usually we have it on immersive, so that's fine. So there we go. I think safety car will be in this lap.
Look, one good thing about broadcast is the game's going to heat up your tyres for you. The bad thing about broadcast is, well, very simply, if the AI thinks you need to pit, it's going to pit you. So,
yeah, but there's no strategy. I think it's a bit too easy. You see drivers run into each other under safety car. I think it's always nice to have it on immersive. So, yeah.
All right, there we go. Who are we jumping on board with?
Jump on with Apollo. He's gonna have to really slow down because with this broadcast,
and that's the only ugly thing. Yeah.
And Saudi is horrible in terms of waiting for the safety car.
Fair, I don't think he would have. Well, with no DRS, he would have maybe went earlier. You just never know. But somebody's lost the front end plate.
Ooh, Milo, 10 seconds with Ghost Rider. So, not sure what's happening there. Ghost Rider's been in a few incidents lately, so, yeah.
It's pre-season. Hopefully these boys get all these little scrappy stuff out of their game before the season kicks off in a few weeks.
Yeah, and there might be a few people that have not really done league racing before, so it's, expect a few little glitches like this. It's good for them to learn, so... So these hard tyres probably take a lap at least to get warmed up, but yeah, top 6 are on the same hard tyres anyway.
Exactly. Myrtle making a move on King Dogger down the inside now, coming around that nice, I'd say slanted bend. I actually do like how the track shows you, and you feel that it's a lot more slanted in this year's game to last year's.
Yeah, Mertz is trying to get the most out of his mediums, I think, which is not a bad thing. Get a couple of moves done early and then try to defend with the DRS. Yeah.
And we got Mitch making a move on Junkyard Dog, who I'm hoping has control of his car.
Yeah,
now.
Mitch is down to 16% ERS, so he's burnt it all.
Yeah. The good thing about burning your ERS early in this game as well now is you can gain it back.
Yep.
Compared to last year, once it's gone, you just felt like it never came back for the entire race.
Yeah.
Beauty with this one, she'll come back. Get your setups right, get your braking right, you'll get your ERS back.
Yeah, I find switching it off in the slow corners as well, then switching it back up, and you know, it's so, like I said before, it's I was playing around with it yesterday, and I found that a whole lap I was playing around with it, I couldn't even think of anything else. So it was really good.
Hats off to the letter P and Ant. They're both staying in literally 3 tenths of Apollo right now, so he hasn't broken away how we thought he would. Yeah, keep it up, boys. Give us a fight to the end of the race. It'll be absolutely great.
Yeah, Mertz and Jerabot just had a little bit of a coming together as well. I think it's turn 3 or 4, I can't remember which one it is, but 2 side by side into that corner definitely doesn't go. So, yeah.
And that's a shame. Jerabot was actually doing great. I had my hopes on him getting a podium, but
Yeah.
I understand aggressive driving, but I think track awareness really needs to be. You got to think about the track you're at, and at times it's either better to pull out or give the space. But I never saw it to get onto it. But from what I've seen in the comments, it's not the first incident that McLaren's been involved in today. But look, so far he's having a great race.
Oh, and there's, I think, some action up the front there. Letter P behind. Is DRS enabled yet? I don't think it is, right? Oh, it is. He's got his. He's got it enabled.
Yeah.
And he's going to try to get the move done side by side. Oh, is he front? No, and he backs. And that's what I was talking about before. Yep, and that's just.
And letter P is out.
Yeah, letter P's not going to be happy with that. If you can hear me, mate. Look, well done driving, not your fault at all. But this is what I was talking before, right? That engine braking, all I saw is he literally put on the brakes and the car just slid out from under him, and he hit letter P. So, yeah.
Tweak your setups, boys. There's the sweet spots out there. And like we were saying earlier before the race actually started, for example, Jerabot, he got spun. He had a little incident with Myrtle earlier. He could have went to the pits and retired. 1 lap later, there's a safety car. Anything can happen from this moment, so don't give up on the race because you just never know what could happen.
I've invited Letter P to the chat. I'm not sure if he's going to want to join, but see.
He's had a great race.
Yeah, he had a great race there.
Up to that point.
Yep. And this is the thing, right? Hey, P, maybe keep it clean before I warn you of anything, but that really sucks there. I saw what happened, but maybe give us your point of view, mate.
I don't know. We were side by side, and then all of a sudden he spun.
Yeah, so I think he's go Sam, you go.
From our view, it looked like he was engine braking, and his rear axles locked up, and he just spun. He was drifting into that corner, unfortunately, and then a McLaren just T-boned your life. It happens, but it's unfortunate.
Yes. So I saw you were giving him room, and it was, your driving was perfect there. So you were giving him room. Unfortunately, he just hit you. But up until then, you were going really well. Maybe talk us through your race.
Well, I wanted to be bold first of all because I know that you can take the hards really long. So I started on the softs to get onto the hards earlier, so I could try and undercut everyone. And when the safety car came out, I thought to myself, "Oh, this has just screwed me over because everyone's going to get a free stop." Then it ended up I was P2.
Yeah.
So kind of worked out.
Yeah, because the safety car didn't pick him up until later on you had already been out, I think, on the hard, so you were pushing. Then when the safety car came out, you would have caught up to most of the pack anyway. So, look, it was unfortunate, man. I was hoping to see, last lap battle between you and Apollo, but your pace is wow. What are you thinking for yourself this season? T1, T2?
I don't know.
Yeah, you happy for a challenge?
Don't know. That's all I can say.
Yeah, there's a few debates at the moment whether or not P should be 1 or 2. So we'll have to see. But yeah, he's definitely keeps improving. So one to be on, I think, the TP's list for sure. Yep.
And whatever tier you're in, mate, you're going to be an absolute pleasure to drive against. You're a very clean driver. You have track awareness. You have race awareness. You leave room for everyone when you're wheel to wheel. So, mate, whatever tier you're in, you're going to be absolutely amazing. So,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Better luck next time, man. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Yep.
See you, mate. So front runners didn't pit. Looks like Ant, after all that, did not get any damage. Oh, sorry, it was Apollo, wasn't it? So, yeah, Apollo's come in.
Yeah.
So from...
Yeah, because I think he didn't get much damage. No, he spun.
He spun, yeah.
I think it was just his back end just gave let it be that little bit of hit. So he hasn't got damage. But look, seeing what Apollo's done, and this is going to be a bit cocky, watch him go through the grid.
He's got new tyres. Yeah, so he's got two guys in front of him on fresh softs. So, but I think he might easily get through Argo and Zandon, and we'll have a look because everyone else hasn't pitted.
And once he gets through those soft runners, everyone else is on 10 lap hards, 8 lap hards, 8 lap mediums.
Yeah.
His mediums, low fuel. I'll call it from now. In my eye, he keeps away from any incidents. Apollo will get P1.
Yeah, I don't know about P1. I think Podium might do. He's also got a penalty there, so that might come into play.
Oh, he does have that penalty.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's got a 3 second. The guys in front of him have got So Ant at the moment is on 3 seconds. Zandon's on 9. Argo's on 3. Apollo's on 3. Ghost Rider's got a drive through. Could be Mertz if he keeps it clean. Those two McLarens, they might do well. That King Dodger as well. He's made up heaps of spots too. So made up 9, and Mitch has made up 14. So that'll be something to watch as well. So yeah. All right, back into this broadcast mode. So I think we're going to have a few laps short of safety car. So overall, some good racing. A bit, it's not glitched. It's a, I think Mertz has set it on broadcast mode, so it's not usually what we set. So usually we have immersive, allows us drivers to warm up their tyres, but this mode here just such to get racing a little bit quicker. So not the cleanest driving we've seen at the moment, but again, people are getting used to things. Saudi's fairly common in terms of...
in a moment.
Yeah, in terms of DRS. So, okay, someone said he had it on immersive, but the game's changed it. So, yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so safety car is in this lap. Let's sit on with Ant. Definitely has to slow down, let the safety car come through. King Dodger has just hit someone as well and picked up a penalty, so probably wasn't paying attention as we went back to racing. And they're off. And Ghost Rider is disqualified. He ignored the drive-through, which is a bit rough to tell you the truth, I thought. Thanks, Sam. Sam has to rush, but thank you for that. So I'll be solo for the next 4 laps. We'll sit on with Mertz as he goes through the S's now. Just curious about Ghost Rider there. He had to serve his drive-through, but it gave it to him immediately as the game went green. I would have thought he'd at least have a lap to do that, but anyway, unlucky, mate. Mertz seems pretty rapid here. Just needs to be patient. I'll bring up the tyres again. So Mertz on those fresh meds. 10-lap-old meds. Keep an eye on Apollo Pepsi. Apollo Pepsi's actually may have dropped a position there, so he's moved ahead of Quiet Cake, but he's got a bunch of drivers in front of him on those fresher tyres, so maybe Sam's prediction won't come true in terms of him moving up so quickly. Let's see what Mertz can do at the moment. Is he burning? DRS is enabled, so he might just sit there for now. KLX is trying to get past, but I think that's pretty smart from Mertz. Might just sit there behind, see if he can defend, and then maybe make that move towards the end. So will you think he'll get it done now, or leave it for the last lap? I don't know. We'll have to see what he does, what he thinks. He's definitely got that the other driver behind him from GLX who's pretty rapid as well. So he's going to have to defend and attack at the same time. Might be an idea if he's got the pace to just push. Very interesting there from Mertz. He's taking the inside line. Both Ferraris have retired from this race. Not nice to see as a Ferrari TP. Mertz is really up the behind of Ant, really pressuring him. DRS open. He's being patient. Both drivers have got a bucket full of ERS. Let's see if Mertz wants to get the move done now. He's nice. He's just easing off a little bit. Maybe he'll get the move done on this straight here. Oh, and Ant's just had a little bit of a slide. He's pushing. No, he's not. I think it's smart from Mertz. He's under no pressure from the driver behind. Oh, and Ant's got a little bit too deep. Now he's got pressure from the McLaren behind him. So this is what the TPs... Oh, anyway, for me, I'll speak about myself, but this is what I'm really looking at. Can these drivers drive closely together and not throw away a 1, 2, 3? Like, if I was a McLaren TP, I'd be like, guys, do not hit each other. I'd rather you bring home a 2-3 than take each other out. Now, these guys aren't really driving as a team for now, but let's see what they can do. GLX wants to win, but they're allowing Ant to just get away slightly, so maybe Mertz's tyres are starting to get a bit old as well, so let's see what happens. There's some action towards the back. Mitch is gaining on King Dodger. Genesis is in the mix as well behind. Looks like King Dodger's Mitch is going to get the move done, but we'll see what happens the next time around. Jerobot as well. Jerobot might just leave it for the straight here. It's going to get a nice load of DRS. Oh, look, he's rapid. Even with both of them DRS, he might get a double overtake here. Can he get it done? Oh, very nice driving from all three drivers there. Oh, this is going to be very, very tight here on the side. Let's see what happens. Okay, nice driving there. I don't think anyone... Okay, very good driving there. Let's move back up the front. So GLX did get in front briefly, but looks like Ant's taken it back. Mertz is just sitting behind. Let's have a look at the ERS. Not too bad at the moment. Both drivers have got a penalty. So again, what will Mertz do? Will Mertz just sit tight? He's going to get the win with penalties. There's no pressure behind. Just needs to stay within 3 seconds. There is no stewarding for pre-season, so he's got the win. Will he go for the win on track, or will he just stay here at the moment? Again, this is Noah definitely what I would do, and as a TP, what I would like to see. So let's see what happens. Still fighting at the back there. Might just jump at the front here. Genesis made the move on King Dodger. Some really nice battles here on the last few laps of the race. We're actually heading down for the last lap of the race. GLX has made it in front of Ant. Don't know if that's the position you want to be, leading on the last lap. Ant might be thanking him for that and using the DRS towards the end. And it looks like Mertz is just... Oh, Ant's getting all loose all over the place. And Merch is just allowing the guys at the front to fight, sitting back. No, he's got the win. I think the front is pretty much done. I'm not sure if I want to... Oh, and Ants just made the move. Not sure why you would want to move there. GLX is going to get another bucket load of ERS and of DRS. And again, he's made the move. Is he going to hit the brakes? Let's see if Ant... Oh, and he's hit the wall. No. Mertz is going to go on the inside line, outside line. All right, very nice there. All right, well done to our drivers there. So let me invite some drivers to the lobby. Unfortunately, I may not be able to invite Ant because I'm running on PlayStation at the moment, so sorry about that. And the next guy was GLX. And I'm sorry, mate. I might have to get your comments in the chat, but well done there as well for I think it was a P2. All right, let's run through the finishing positions. So we've got Mertz, who has won the race, no penalties. GLX P2 with the fastest lap, followed by Ant, Jerobot. Jerobot coming back to P4, well done. Jenneth, Mitch, JASF1, Argo, King Dodger, and Zandon. First of our DNFs are Apollo, Quiet, Junkyard, Letter P, Milo, K5, Fat Eagle, Callie, Chillpill, and Ghost Rider. Let me just go through the race director quickly if I can. Might be interesting to see the number of incidents for everyone. All right, that will do. So I think we've got our race winner, Mertz. Congratulations, mate. Well done there. I see you were sort of holding back the last few laps there. You had it in the bag with the penalties in front of you. Talk us through the race.
Yeah, it was pretty up and down, to be honest with you. I was just struggling quite a bit on the hards, and then obviously that safety car came out, and after that I just tried to put my head down the race. There's a few incidents in front of me, but I used that to my advantage to get by, so at the end of the race it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, so any incidents to mention? I think there were a couple of incidents there, maybe some glitches and maybe some setup issues. So not sure if you saw any of those, but definitely saw that with I think it was Apollo and Letter P. So that was unfortunate, which brought out the late safety car.
Yeah, I saw that up ahead. I saw the yellow flag sector. I'm like, oh, what's happened? And I just saw Letter P's tyre just get mauled off his car. But I got through there all right. Got through positions off that. So as soon as the guys in front of me got a penalty, I was just like, I'll just wait behind and see what I can do.
Yeah, well done, man. Yeah, I was just saying the last few laps there, I was a little bit worried you were going to fight the guys in front of you. You didn't really need to. They had a penalty, so that was good. They were fighting for a little while there. So yeah, well done.
Thanks, bro.
What about your thoughts for season 7, man? I know you're not really looking for a tier 1 seat, looking for tier 2, I think.
Yeah, tier 2 is the goal, but yeah, season 7 looks really jam-packed at Enters, so it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well done, mate. All right, I don't know if we got GLX in here.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so I think it was a P3, if I'm not mistaken.
2, I think.
P2? Okay, great. Yeah, so talk us through that race as well. It was unlucky there with a late penalty, but still a P2. It's still a well done. So yeah, talk us through your race.
Oh yeah, it was a bit up and down. Big incident lap one right ahead of me, so I dropped down to like P8, I think. So that was a bit bad, and then I got blessed by the safety car, the first one, and then the second one happened right ahead again. And then yeah, just stayed back, unlucky, got a penalty, and then yeah, just tried to battle Ant for the top bit of the podium.
Was it you who hit letter P by any chance? I think I saw it was Apollo Pepsi who lost it and spun letter P, and I think I saw a McLaren take the wheel off a Ferrari, but I'm not sure if it was you or if it was.
I think, or that actually might have been me.
Oh, you had a front row seat, so there's nothing you could do. But it was just maybe getting your point of view of that incident. So yeah, we saw Apollo's rear just come out. I think might have been a setup issue. So a lot of people still learning with the game. How are you finding the new game?
I liked the first traction, surprisingly.
Yep.
And then the new one came out. I'm still learning a bit. But yeah, I really don't mind it. I like it a lot.
Excellent. And what about your thoughts for the draft coming up for season 7? Where do you think you want to be?
Oh, I'd like to be in tier 2, so I can hopefully get on the podium often. Tier 1 and 2 are going to be very competitive. Yeah, just can't wait for the season to start and can't wait to see where I get drafted.
Yeah, there's a lot of new drivers, so welcome to Inters. There's definitely a lot of new drivers, and it's going to be hard for us to sort of pull people into Tier 1, Tier 2. We may have a few overlaps, so Tier 1, Tier 2, where TPs can choose some drivers, and if they're not picked in Tier 1, they'll fall to Tier 2. So, yeah, I think your driving's pretty good, so we'll definitely see you there in the draft. So, well done.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks a lot. So we just got a comment from Ant. I'll just read it out. So his softs fell off after lap 2. Couldn't tell by my sheer lack of pace on the softs. Pit to get the undercut on the McLaren and Ferrari. Almost got the letter P, but didn't. And then when the safety car came out, I was screwed, but apparently felt like I didn't show my true potential to the TPs in that race, and mad I didn't win. Also hadn't played the game since last week. Oh, well, hey, mate, if you've only played the game for a few days and you've got a P3, would have been I think a P1 or 2 without the penalty. So, well done, mate. It's a good job. So, yeah, definitely. I think, again, it's early in the season. If you haven't signed up, please do and join some preseason races. I think we've got some more next week. Before the draft comes out and the TPs choose their drivers. So that'll be it for me. I'm the Battle Cat. I'm going to be signing off and enjoy. Until next week. Have a good night.
Cheers, mate.